The transport shuttle was crowded, rattling along the sky rails above the sprawling alien metropolis. Humans were rare on this world, and Ethan Cole stood out with his dusty jacket, rough boots, and eyes that spoke of too many years working frontier jobs. He was just trying to get to the docking ring before his ship left orbit. The vehicle swayed sharply as it took a corner, making passengers grip the poles for balance. Ethan sat near the back, his legs stretched, tired from hauling cargo all morning. Then he noticed her. An alien elder shuffled onto the shuttle at the next stop, her gray-scaled skin dull with age, her hunched form leaning on a walking staff. She had the look of someone whose back screamed at her with every step. Nobody moved, not the insectoid traders clicking their mandibles, not the feathered avians fussing over their parcels. Ethan sighed. "Ma'am," he said, standing and gesturing to his seat. "Here, take it." Her eyes widened, a milky silver, old yet sharp. Slowly, she lowered herself with a grateful nod. "Kindness," she rasped in the alien tongue, words translated into his earpiece. Rare in these times. "Just manners, ma'am," Ethan said, managing a small smile. The shuttle rattled on. He thought nothing more of it. Just another day, another small act of decency. He almost missed a moment when the elder pressed something into his hand as he helped her steady herself at her stop. A small coin-like object, smooth, metallic, strange symbols etched around the edge. "Wait," he began, but she was already gone, swallowed by the crowded platform. The shuttle reached the docking ring an hour later. Ethan stepped off, eager to board his freighter job to the next system. The place buzzed with the chaos of travelers, holographic signs, the hum of reactors, alien dialects mixing in the air. Then everything went still. A deep, thrumming roar echoed from above. Ethan looked up. A formation of sleek, obsidian dropships cut through the clouds, engines screaming like thunder. They descended in perfect synchronization toward the docking ring, scattering pigeonoid scavengers and rattling storefront signs. People froze. Even the station guards backed away. The dropships bore the crimson insignia of the Voran elite squadron, the most feared force in the entire sector. And they were landing right in front of Ethan. The first dropship's ramp slammed down. Out marched soldiers in black and silver armor, moving with mechanical precision, rifles slung but ready. Their commander emerged last, a towering figure in a crimson cloak, helm shaped like a hawk's beak. His voice boomed through a vocoder. "Asterisk, asterisk, who carries the Seal of Eldara? Asterisk, asterisk." Ethan blinked. The what now? The commander's visor locked on him instantly, on the small metallic coin still clutched in his hand. Soldiers raised their weapons as they closed in. This isn't mine," Ethan tried, holding up his free hand. "Some old lady gave it to me on the shuttle. Bad back, gray scales, you seen her?" "On your knees," barked the commander. "Look, I think you got the wrong guy." They seized him, yanking his arms behind his back. The entire docking ring watched in silence as a human who gave up a seat for an old alien was dragged toward the dropship like a war criminal. Inside the craft, the commander studied the coin under cold lighting. "Where did you get the seal?" he demanded. "I told you," Ethan said through gritted teeth. "Elder lady. Shuttle. Bad back. That ring a bell." The commander's visor tilted slightly. "Do you even know what you carry, human? Clearly it's something worth pointing guns at me for." The alien leaned forward. "That elder lady was Eldara VYNN, last High Seer of the Voran Dominion. That seal marks the bearer as chosen heir to the Throne of Suns." Ethan stared. "Heir? No. I think she meant to give it to somebody else. Maybe the guy behind me. I'm just a cargo hauler." But even as he said it, pieces clicked into place. The way people on the platform had bowed as she passed, the odd respect in the shuttle driver's eyes. That wasn't just some grandmother with arthritis. And now every soldier here thought he was the one she chose. The dropship roared skyward, carrying Ethan toward the Voran capital spire. Through the windows, he saw the world below, cityscapes carved into crimson cliffs, rivers of molten metal flowing between forges, the sky choked with storm clouds. At the spire's landing deck, more troops awaited, banners snapping in the wind. Trumpets, actual trumpets, blared as Ethan was marched through colossal gates into a throne room bathed in golden light. He tried one last time. "Listen," he told the commander. "You're making a huge mistake. I'm not air material. I don't even pay my bar tabs on time." But then the crowd parted, and there she was, Eldara VYNN herself, no longer hunched, no longer frail. The elder stood tall in ceremonial robes, staff blazing with energy. Her silver eyes locked on Ethan, unreadable. "Welcome, chosen one," she said softly. Ethan groaned. "Oh, come on." The next hours blurred into chaos. Apparently, the Dominion's ancient prophecy spoke of a foreigner bearing humble heart, steady hand, who would receive the seal when the Dominion faced its greatest peril. And peril had indeed arrived. On the throne room's vast holoscreen, fleets of hostile warships massed at the edge of the system, rebels seeking to topple the Dominion after centuries of uneasy rule. "You expect me to fight that?" Ethan demanded as holograms displayed enemy armadas. "The seal commands loyalty," Eldara said calmly. "With it, you can unite the remaining fleets under one banner. Without it, the Dominion falls." "I'm a hauler," Ethan snapped. "I move crates. Occasionally I drink too much. I'm not leading armies." but the seal pulsed in his palm, as if alive. Around him, soldiers knelt, awaiting orders he had no idea how to give, and above, enemy warships burned toward the capital like falling stars. The first attack an hour later. Ethan found himself shoved into a command center, screens blazing with tactical data. Officers shouted coordinates. The sky above the spire turned fire red as enemy bombers broke through. Instinct took over. Pull civilians into lower caverns. Ethan ordered without thinking, tracing defense lines on the map. Reroute power to the shield grid here and here. And somebody get those anti-orbital guns online before we're ash. The officers obeyed, because the seal's glow made his words law. Ethan barely understood the systems, but years hauling freight through pirate territory had taught him a thing or two about surviving under fire. Bit by bit, the Dominion forces rallied. Then the elite squadron commander approached. Enemy flagships breaching outer orbit, he reported. If they reach the spire, it's over. Ethan looked at the tactical display. One chance. A desperate, insane chance. Ready every remaining cruiser, he said. We hit their flagships head-on. Take out the command vessels. The rest might scatter. The commander's eyes gleamed behind his visor. A bold plan. Stupid plan, Ethan muttered, but bold. Sure, let's go with that. The battle above the Crimson World blazed like a second sun. Ethan stood on the bridge of the lead cruiser, the seal embedded in the console, linking him to every captain in the fleet. Charge drives, he ordered, voice steady despite the quake in his gut. Dozens of Dominion warships roared forward, cannons blazing. Enemy vessels met them in a storm of plasma fire. Explosions lit the void. Cruisers shattered. Fighters spiraled like dying fireflies. Flagship in range. The gunnery chief barked. Ethan gritted his teeth. All batteries, fire. Lances of energy ripped through the darkness. The rebel command ship blossomed into flame, breaking apart in silent fury. One by one, the enemy fleet faltered, then broke. Cheers erupted across Dominion channels as hostile ships scattered, jumping to hyperspace. The capital was saved. Hours later, amid smoking wreckage and ringing victory bells, Eldara VYNN approached Ethan on the spire's balcony. You led them well, she said. I faked it well, Ethan corrected. She studied him with that same unreadable gaze. The seal chose true, not for your skill, for your courage when it mattered. Ethan handed the seal back. Find someone else to play heir. I've got cargo to haul. But Eldara only smiled. One day, you'll understand. The galaxy turns on small acts of kindness, even giving up a seat on a crowded shuttle. Ethan stared out the crimson horizon, wondering how the hell his life had changed in a single day. And far above, the elite squadron's dropships formed up again, this time in salute.